What's going on YouTube? It's James with ChiHammer Fantasy Battle Reports, and I got another battle report for you today. And as you can see, this is a picture. It's a nice and sunny day in Chicago, Illinois, where ChiHammer is located. That's actually right outside my building that I live in. If you guys haven't noticed through all the videos that I put up where I'm like walking around by the lake or whatever. Anyways, so I got a message from Evil7ash. He used to be, I want to say it was like Vietnam, and then he moved to Texas, and now he's in Texas. But he came to Chicago, which isn't a small hike, but he came to Chicago to play a game against me. I think he came for other reasons too, but yeah, I want to just say it's because he came to play a game against me. Anyway, so he brought his army out. He brought his Orc and Goblin army, and that's what you're seeing right now is an Orc and Goblin versus Orcs and Goblins. And, you know, I haven't really been getting many games in lately, mainly just life in general. The fact that I believe that the constant rule changes has kind of tainted the U.S. audience, where we don't really want to invest too much time in when they change it again and again and again and again. So that's kind of one of the reasons why we haven't got many games in. And the Chicago guys have been trying to get up a little bit more of a traction in playing games again. So Evil7ash calling me out of the blue saying, hey, let's go play a game, and I was like, let's do it, so let's go out there right now. Anyways, this game was actually done in probably early May. I just haven't got a chance to record it. But right now, while I'm recording this video, it's mid-June. Like a month later. Anyways, let's go over his army real quick. He brought out this giant block of Ed Bashers. I want to say it's like 40 Ed Bashers or 35 Ed Bashers with the big Stabba and or Mammoth Stabba. And he has his level 4, I want to say it's Shaman, on the right corner there. Over here he has a giant block of, or a medium-sized block of Cave Goblins with spears. They have 2 Madgets in them. Then in the background, he loves his artillery. Evil7ash and I have always bumped heads on artillery. He loves it when he plays against Pete Reese. Pete Reese is like, those things just destroy my dwarves, but when I play them, I freaking misfire like all hell. So you're gonna see basically what is that called? A very balanced Orc and Goblin army here with, you know, gun line, close combat, monsters, and wizards. Against a very close combat army, and see how it does. Over here, as you can see, on the left side, you see that banner? Do you see that banner? Evil7ash is actually one of the people who won my banner giveaways when I did them on my Patreon, and that is one of the banners that I made. It is a like a boar skull. Yeah, and he actually just magnetized it onto his BSB on the left corner. But this is Mykonos Totem, and this is a whole unit of Iron Orc Ed Bashers. Or Iron Orcs. The Iron Orc on the left, the BSB, he has, I want to say he has Pan's Protection, so he takes my ward save, my armor save, whoever's fighting him. And then over here he has a Giant. He kind of had to shift his army around just a little bit because he had a Spider in there originally, but he didn't want to bring the Spider on the plane. I don't blame him. Yeah, I've seen the damage of spiders going on planes a couple times. Over here, as you can see, this is just an overview of my army. This is pretty accurate to what I'm playing as of right now. But as you can see, on the left side, I have 20 common goblins with bows. In the middle, I have the K-Pack, the 3 chariots, the Kaiser Koenig. I have the Wyvern on the right, which is Warboss Dread. Warboss Dread is rocking, I want to say, a 2-up, 5-up. And then he has Lance, paired weapons, great weapon. And then he has, let me see what else he has. And this one, I think he has a Rod of Battle. I ended up changing his kit out a little bit, quite a few times, so I don't really technically remember what he has here. But he has the, I want to say he has the Rod of Battle, and he has obviously the 5-up board, and I don't have the Crown of Autocracy. I changed it in the current edition to have the Crown of Autocracy. Actually, in this edition, I think he still has the Shady Shanking. I have a block of 40 Forest Goblins. The Forest Goblins have spears and the armor-piercing banner, Rending Banner. Over here, I got, this is my new unit, my lovely unit on the left there. It's my Spider Riders. My Spider Riders are a scouting Spider Rider unit, and then on the right I have my regular Wolf Riders. Then, as you can see, there's one Goblin floating above the chicken head old spider there, because I took chicken head off and put it on the space rock, so I figured it's a good spider still to use. So I put up a floating a floating goblin there. That is my pyromancer, my level 4 pyromancer with the dragon breath, and then dragon staff, and then on the left holding the banner, that is my BSB. He's holding the banner of discipline. Over here I got 28 feral orc Ed Bashers with the big Stabadon, the real one, the real Stabadon. Then over here I got my two lovelies, my what is that, the dynamic duo here. Got the A-Rock and the Chicken Rock. Over here he has he has this hereditary spell, Savage Fury, Break the Spirit, Awaken the Beast. Over here I ended up getting Fireball, Cascading Fire, Scorching Salvo, and Pyroclastic Flow. As you can see, I lined up like so. I just dropped everything saying I'm going to take first turn. I don't remember the scenario, to be honest. I really don't. Like I said, this is over a month ago. But as you can see, he starts deploying. He's very infantry heavy. We found out very quick that the water terrain is dangerous terrain, which is like this is my first experience with that because I haven't really been playing many games. I started playing games recently on Universal Battle, but that's something different. Maybe I'll start posting those again. Anyways, as you can see, I scouted on the left side. My whole goal here, I'm just going to go back to this picture. This is before I scouted. But my whole goal here is, he has a little squig hopper there too behind the hill on the left. And the squig hopper guy can cause some issues. Now, my goal here is, he obviously has 3 blocks. He has 3 infantry blocks. And my whole goal is to surround him. Now, originally I put that maroonish hill that's on my side, thinking it was a hill. He's playing it as impassable. So that changed my deployment entirely because I was going to put like the archers up there and just rain fire down onto him, but he's playing it as impassable, and I'm just like, well, I might as well take my guys off. So as you can see, I put my common goblins on the left just to face this way and just shoot fire, bow shots as much as I can towards the gap, right? On the left, I put the K-Pack. Now the K-Pack is on the left because I was just going to ram the shit out of the giant. And that was it. That was my only goal with the K-Pack, right? And if I kill the giant, and I'll have a nice flank to just be charging and flanking. And since he's all infantry blocks, he's gonna have to turn. The one mistake about that though is if he killed one of the K-Pack with one of his war machines, it would have caused a panic check, and my general's on the wrong side of the table. I'm a little rusty. I'm just telling you that right now. I got my feral orcs and my forest goblins in the middle. Just basically, they're gonna hold it down, and I don't outnumber him with my bodies because he obviously has more bodies and stronger bodies too. So it's really gonna be based on the chaff game, and it's also gonna really be based on how much damage I could do with pyromancy before that, right? Got my spider coming up the middle. Now that's the one those are the aces up my sleeve. So I got the spider on the left and the spider on the right. They're both just gonna run up and try to fight this head on. And then my general's hiding behind, just holding his leadership bubble. I go ahead and I scout behind this building here, and yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and vanguard up. And as you can see, I vanguard up. Now it's gonna be my turn. Orcs and goblins, turn 1. ChiHammer, turn 1. ChiHammer, turn 1. I go ahead and I march my spider riders behind the line of sight of his squig hopper. Now I'm in 24 inches, where I believe I hit only him and the giant for the first turn. But 36 inches, I can start targeting his war machines, which is really my goal. The K-Pack moves up, but they're out of line of sight because we're playing the hill as the whole hill, the base and all. And as you can see, everybody just kind of moves up. I do the same thing with the Wolf Riders on the right. The Wolf Riders on the right, I just kind of like made myself into dart formation, vanguarded up, and then I marched up 18 to just threaten one of his war machines. And we'll see how that goes. Magic ended up rolling a 6 on the Flux. I go ahead and I do a Scorching Salvo. I think I did like a Pyro Flow. He stopped it. I was thinking this guy might have like the Dragon Helm, but he doesn't. So I go ahead and I do a Scorching Salvo. He lets it go through because it's only going to hit 2 of them. And I ended up doing like a wound onto this guy. And then I ended up, 1 wound onto him. And then a wound onto the giant. Shooting phase, I go ahead and I unload all the shots into him. And it's really nice to have a very mobile bunker that has a lot of shots. And since I'm that close, I'm doing tomahawks because I paid for tomahawks. Did 20 tomahawks, hitting them on 5s, wounding him on 5s, and as you can see, he's no longer there. Oh man, that was awesome. He was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Oh, actually, was that still pyromancy? No, that was still pyromancy. Holy shit, that was still pyromancy. Oh my god, that was a giant pyro flow. That's right. I rolled the freaking 3 dice pyro flow. Again, like I said, I haven't played this game in a long time. I did a 3 dice pyro flow, blew him up. Go ahead and I do a fireball onto the giant, do another wound, and then that's basically it. Shooting over here. I'm going to go ahead and shoot into his savages. I kill like 1 savage. And then shooting over here, I'm going to shoot into his giant. I end up doing a wound! He's down to 3 wounds already on the giant from bow shots and pyromancy. And it's going to go ahead and start off turn 1, Evil7ash. Evil7ash turn 1. So he goes ahead and he reforms into this giant, like, line to protect his war machine from my wolf riders. And I'm just like, okay, this is kind of a waste of his turn, I believe. Because I'm a forward thinker. I'm always thinking, don't protect what you can't protect, just go forward and deal what you could deal with, right? He starts moving his giant back away towards his, he's like, it's stupid to have the giant out there, he's gonna get picked apart by pyromancy, so he starts marching the giant back. He walks into the water with his iron orcs, and magic, he ends up rolling a 2. He gets 5 magic dice, 2 tokens, goes ahead and he puts Break the Spirit onto my savages, and I think that's all that really happens. Now, let's go into the war machines. On the left, this freaking catapult misfires, breaks for the game. The Doom Diver misfire, can't shoot for a turn. The other Doom Diver shoots and misses. Evil7ash, that's like 500 points of war machines that you just didn't do shit with. So that's his turn. That's his turn 1. It's going to go start off Orcs and Goblins. ChiHammer turn 2. ChiHammer turn 2. I realized my mistake with my K-Pack, so I moved my General over so he's in 18-inch bubble of both the K-Pack and whatever. I'm trying to keep a close enough range, or far enough range where he can't really reach me in a charge yet, because I want to just still pick apart him with Pyromancy, and I'm doing fine with that specifically right now. I just go ahead and I move the Wolf Riders out of line of sight. I failed their march check actually, so I just move them just 9 inches to the right there. Magic, I ended up rolling a 2 on the Magic Flux. I go ahead and I do a Scorching Salvo, and boom! I kill the giant. I killed the giant, and I kill, I think, like a single Black Orc and a single Goblin, but that's okay, the giant died. Shooting phase, I'm going to shoot all these guys into his War Machine because we're getting close in range. I end up doing 3 wounds onto the War Machine. Over here, these guys are going to shoot into... What are they shooting into? Oh, into Goblins, just because that's all I could really see is Goblins. So I end up killing off 4 Goblins with those bow shots. And it's going to go and start off Evil7ash turn 2. Evil7ash turn 2, he's going to do a long charge. He's charging his Iron Orcs into my A-Rock. And I'm kind of like... You need like 11 to get into it. I think it was a 12, then he wogged, he needed 11. And I was like, whatever. I'm like, he's going to take dangerous terrains in the water. And guess what? He fucking makes it. But he kills 5 of his Black Orcs. And boom! He gets right in. Now, this is where it gets really, really interesting. Because of the angle game here. I think we played this one wrong. I'm almost sure we played this wrong. But he's going to get into the A-Rock, whatever, right? That's going to be a battle. Let's go through that later. Magic, he ends up rolling a... Oh, as you can see, this is how the rest of the table looks. He moves his Cave Goblins up, so basically I'm almost in Fanatic range, or I think I am in Fanatic range, and he's going to just release it to the flank, so that way the Chariots don't come into his flank, because that's what I'm really hoping for. I'm hoping that the Chariots could flank charge, and then get overrun into his Black Orcs, if his Black Orcs don't kill the Spider. Magic, he ends up rolling a, what is that, a 4 upside down? You guys probably see it up right side up because I'll edit it. Goes ahead, he throws the Hereditary spell onto my Spider. And that's about it. Over here, this was a War Machine that was here. Why is it gone? I don't remember. I think he just misfired and took a wound. Oh, that's what he did. He misfired and he took a wound, but he had enough wounds where he just died, so he just took it off. Yeah, that's how it looks. Shooting phase over here, this guy, as you can see, the War Machines didn't do shit. They honestly didn't do shit the whole game. Over here, he releases his Maggots. Maggots come out, and he ends up throwing them to the flank, to his left flank, to block the charge from the Chariots. Over here, close combat. The A-Rock ends up killing off like 4 Black Orcs. He goes ahead and uses great weapons, so I kill a couple more. But he's going to overrun. Now, if he overruns, he's going to hit... I think it's supposed to be hit the flank of my Forest Goblins. I want to say that's what it was. But I think we played it where... I think it was a block charge because of the rock. I don't understand how this would work. It's either a block charge because of the rock. I think he hits the rock first is what it is. This is just a bad picture. I forgot how we played it, to be honest, but I just realized that it was either a flank charge and I was supposed to close the door, or he hits the rock and we can't go in. But either way, it's going to start off ChiHammer turn 3, ChiHammer turn 3. So he goes in and he reformed, as you can see, his Black Orcs over there. Now, I'm going to go ahead and charge. I'm going to do my Wog charge, and I charge the Savages into the Cave Goblins, and I think we're playing banners, and he flees. And I'm just like, you bastard. So, I charged the Forest Goblins into his Black Orcs, and I charged the Space Rock into his flank, or his rear, and I'm just gonna freaking grind it out with the Black Orcs. As you can see, Savages failed the charge. They rolled a pathetic number. My General charges into the Black Orcs as well, figuring I'll take the challenges that way and kill them. Kill the BSB at least. Anyways, this is how it looks. As you can see on the left side, I go ahead and I move. I fearlessly move my chariots right in front of his fanatics because I figure I'm going to kill him with the goblin bunker, with the pyromancy and the bow shots. But I'm going to go ahead and kill those, get them out of the way, and then basically open up the floodgates. Alright, over here, let's see, Magic. Magic ended up rolling at 8. I got 7 dice, 7 tokens. Go ahead and I do a fireball, kill one of the guys. Go ahead and I do, I think, like a Scorching Salvo, kills the other guys. And then I do a big Pyro Flow, kills off 6 cave goblins that are fleeing. Over here, close combat, he goes ahead and he challenges with his BSB. Now, he has the Mykonox Totem, but he does the same mistake I did at Corner Hammer, which is he forgets to use Mykonox Totem. So he does it. I think one of the questions that we had was, if he turns off my Magic Ward item, can Pan's Protection still grab the Magic Ward? Okay, I'll repeat that. If he turns off my armor, okay, with Mykonox Totem, he turns off the magical effect of the armor, right? Can he still use it with Pan's Protection? I said that doesn't make sense to me. I would say no, but I believe he turned off my Shady Shanking when he remembered. But what he wasn't thinking about, and this is something he brought up after the game, was he should have turned off my Rending Banner on the Force Goblins. Anyways, goes into the challenge. I frickin' only do 2 wounds. I got lucky on those 2 wounds. He ward saved a lot. He armor saved a lot. He ended up doing 2 wounds to me, and I was just like, ouch! But I only got to do 1 more wound, and I am faster than him with the Wyvern. Actually, with both. Over here, close combat. This is just the Space Rock. Space Rock killed it off 6 of his Black Orcs. His Black Orcs go ahead and swing, and they just start ripping me apart. I mean, they start ripping me apart. I mean, what is that? Oh no! Oh no! Holy crap! I think, are these his dice? I want to say these are his dice. Holy shit! So as you can see, these are all the wounds he should have done to me, and he failed 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. No, I don't know what these dice are for. But it was a pretty shitty roll. I think these were to hit rolls. These were to hit rolls. Holy shit! So out of all those swings, he only hit like 3, 6, 7 out of like 20 something hit swings. Anyway, so he didn't really kill that many Forest Goblins. I just lucked out because he rolled a flub number. He killed 7 Forest Goblins. I stick because I'm steadfast, and I think I won combat anyways. And ended up killing a couple more. And it's going to go ahead and start off Evil7ash turn 3. Evil7ash turn 3 charges his solo general. Now look, I've chaffed his whole savage block to hit the wolves, but he charges his general with the Axe of Apocalypse out of the unit into my spider's flank, and he's gonna get in. Boom! Like so. Holy shit. Holy shit. Alright. He goes ahead and he just reforms his savages. I never ended up killing that war machine because I ended up just keeping using these guys as chaff. I was hoping he failed the frenzy check, to be honest. Magic Phase, he ended up rolling at 8. He goes ahead, and I don't even know what he does, but he freaking beats the crap out of the Space Rock. He ends up doing, look at that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds with the axe. He gave his guy Awaken the Beast. Close combat over here. As you can see, I wiped out the back row of the Black Orcs. He's continuing going on. My general ended up killing his BSB, and I think I still win combat, but not by much. Not by much at all. And yeah, we're all gonna stay there, but by the next turn my A-Rock's gonna die. or Space Rock. Over here, my turn. Orcs and Goblins turn 4 or 3. I don't even know. My Savages charge these guys. I don't think they rallied. They're gonna continue running. And he only rolled a double 1 on the flea roll, so I'm gonna catch him. It wasn't even that far, or I might have fucked that up. I don't know. Yeah, I caught him. My K-Pack and my Spider Riders are gonna keep moving closer. As you can see, my new target is just to wipe out his Savages and make sure. And I chaffed him again with the Wolf Pack. But basically, I figured the Space Rock's dead, and if I start making them charge to the right, I'm gonna have a couple turns where I can just shoot them. As you can see, my Goblins on the left, the Chariots, and the Spider Riders are all basically just going to shoot the crap out of the Savages. And let this fight on the bottom finish out. Magic ended up rolling 2. Go ahead and I shoot, kill off a couple Savages. I think it was like a fireball. And then that's about it. And I do a couple bow shots instead and kill a couple more. Over here, close combat, he ends up killing off my Space Rock like I said he would. I end up killing off all the Black Orcs except for one Black Orc. Holy crap. But he failed his leadership check and his BSB is dead. So he's going to run with that one guy. And I think the general just sits there. The Space Rock ended up doing a couple wounds onto his general because I was just trying to Hail Mary there. And I ended up doing a couple wounds onto him. But it's going to start off his turn 4. Evil7ash. Evil7ash turn 4. He charges it to the Forest Goblins. I'm not too worried about it. He charges into here to get rid of the dogs because he realizes I'm just going to shoot him apart and keep chaffing him. And Magic ends up getting 6. Does awaken the beast, but it didn't really matter. As you could see, I have 3 ranks of guys fighting him, right? Don't have to challenge him. And I ended up rolling off 6 poisons. 6 poisons. I'm not shitting you. That was my roll. Look at that. It's freaking 6 poisons and 2 1s. Like, not even like a 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. It was just 6 poisons. That's a fucking Yahtzee with snake eyes. Oh, man. So I kill his general. He doesn't have any armor. He just has a ward save. And then he turns his unit here. And basically at this point, I think we just call it game because I'm about to rip apart that unit with everything else I have on the table. So we call it a game, and it was a fun game. MVP, I really got to just give it to Baxter. I mean, he wiped out the left side, took care of the giant, took care of the war machine, one of the war machines, took care of the Squig Hopper, and then started demoralizing the rest of his group. Forest Goblins held their own, which I'm pretty proud of, and the Spiders kind of did okay. They did what they normally do, but just less so. But as you can see, yeah, that's how it looks. So MVP is definitely Baxter and the boys, and that's all I really wrote. Until next time, guys. I am being honest with you. I haven't played a game since this game, so I have no games in the bank right now. I might be playing games more recently. Like I said, I'll probably just be putting up the Universal Battle games at least. That way to give you guys an idea of what I've been up to. But it's been a very slow process of me coming back to Warhammer lately, or the 9th Age lately. But I haven't lost my love for it. I've been working on a couple of the projects. And if you guys follow me on Instagram or Facebook, you probably seen I was painting Joseph Abel's what are they? The Anointed Toruk, and I painted his Great Bull, and then I'm painting John 653's Vampire Army, his whole army though, and that's kind of been time consuming. Had a couple things going on in real life. Had a very bad Friday, which I'll just share with you guys really quick. I ended up in a matter of like 4 hours, I ended up getting a flat tire on my bike, getting stranded in the middle of nowhere. Got a ride from my sister. Try to fix the bike tire at the tires at a gas station. But then I left my credit card inside the gas station. got dropped off. Went to take the train to go get to work. They kicked me off the train because I couldn't have a bike after 7 o'clock, and it was 7:02. And then finally get to work, go across the street to get some food, which I'm really late for work now, but I had to get breakfast. And I went to go get breakfast. I look inside my ex-girlfriend's shop to see that she got flowers from a new guy she's dating. So I was just like, wow, this morning sucks. Oh, man. And then to top it off, it rained on me. So anyways, no, but I've been having a lot of stuff going on in real life. I'm working on my comic book, working on my business. And like I said, it's just the 9th Age has been kind of dead in this zone, in this area at the moment. There has been a lot less. I mean, last year there was probably a tournament every month. This year I haven't seen a single tournament since ChiHammer, and ChiHammer was the replacement for the fact that Adepticon kicked us out. But I was invited out to the Mid-Atlantic region for, I think it was Brothers Bash that Shannon Powell was running, but it just didn't line up with my money or anything. But anyways, yeah, I will be at Buckeyes. I will be practicing for Buckeyes, and I will be at ETC still. We're going over that right now, actually, and that's another reason why I'm getting back into it, is because ETC is around the corner, and I gotta get ready. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoy this, and I enjoy making it. And Evil7ash, thanks for coming out to Chicago to play a game against me again. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care, and peace.